my name is Liam. I'm beer manager here at Bottles, and recently we had the pleasure of going down to Brooklyn and meeting with brewmaster, world traveler, bon vivant, general good guy Garrett Oliver down at the Brooklyn Brewery. He took us on a tour of their newly expanded brewery, and he poured out some beer for us to try, told us a little bit about what they do down there, some of their innovations, some of the new things they have going on, and it was a great time. Come take a look at what we did.
The term brew house is kind of like the term kitchen. It refers to both the set of equipment and the room at the same time. So you're seeing here, this is the brew house, and there are two brew houses in the brew house. So this is the original brew house from 1996, and then we have the new brew house, which was installed about a year and a half ago. That's doing the bulk of the brewing right now. Back here, more tanks. We got 6 more hundreds, and all the way in the back, we have a set of 4 yeast rinks. And finally, down here are the 200 barrel tanks. And I finally got a catwalk. So I've only had to be up there a few times. This is our kegging line. It runs at about 120 kegs an hour. You know, back there you see some barrels that we're going to be emptying. They have cherries in them. We're doing some stuff, and we're trying to figure out, okay, how do you get the liquid out? You know, when the cherries are plugging up your racking, too. The latest of our permanent beers is Sriracha Ace, which has been a fun story because Sriracha Ace is the only beer so far to graduate from the Brewmaster's Reserve draft only program and become a new beer that we're serving year round. So this is a unique beer for us in that it's the only beer that we make that features a single hop. Very popular thing to do these days with IPAs, but our beers are almost always expressions of a well-rounded group of hops that you're using like spices. In this case, the Sriracha Ace hop is so singular unto itself that as soon as I smelled it, I literally could have written down the recipe on the back of a napkin 30 seconds later. In structure, classically a saison, very dry, very hoppy, with a distinctive sort of grassy character, but that lemongrass, dill, verbena, lemon peel character is really what steps forward. And as a result of that flavor, it has some particular talents when it comes to the table. It's pretty obvious that it's going to work with salmon, it's going to work with sardines, it's great with sushi and sashimi. What's not so obvious is that it would work with your classical Italian tomato sauce. I have to say we've been a little bit surprised at how much people love Sriracha Ace. I mean, we always loved it, but it's kind of weird. I mean, there isn't any other beer that tastes like Sriracha Ace, and which is one reason that we like it. And many people taste across our beers and they say, okay, these are all great, but that's the one. And we're like, really, that's interesting. How much people are getting into the